All my hate comments, negative comments, or troll comments are all from men. Social media is easy. It's not. Do not think that my life looks like what I'm posting. I am just posting the best parts of my life. When I cannot get out of bed, I'm not posting that. I'm a 31-year-old, and you want to tell me that you've now summed me up as a person in 60 seconds. On the videos that I have the most views, I have received the most negative comments. Why do you feel this need to create this profile? Just to go out and troll people. When I started creating content, there was this expectation that my family and friends would be my biggest supporters. But that didn't happen. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Echoes of Me. And in today's episode, I will be speaking about social media. I started posting a lot more consistently at the start of this year. It's also when I started this podcast. So I've actually gotten to see the creator side of social media. And it's very different. Also, it's not exactly what I expected it to be. I think now that I've experienced both sides, so like the watching and the creating, I've definitely got more perspective. I also have a bigger appreciation for content creators in general because there's a lot of work being put into this. It's not as simple as it looks. I was active on social media before, but I was definitely more of a watcher than a creator. Like on the other side, when you see content creators, it looks glamorous. It looks fun. It looks appealing. It looks like that's what I want. But I think now that I've seen what content creation is actually about, there's a lot that goes into these videos, these posts, these pictures. It looks simple, it's really not. I've also now been on both sides, like being a watcher and being a creator. And this is just what I've found within the 6 months of posting consistently. So I've come up with 10 things that I've learned throughout the journey of posting. Number 1, what you see online is just a highlight reel. Like, these are just snippets of people's lives. Even what I'm posting, do not think that my life looks like what I'm posting. I am just posting the best parts of my life. When I cannot get out of bed, I'm not posting that. When I am struggling in life, when I am struggling financially, when I am struggling mentally, emotionally, when I'm sitting with my thesis and I cannot get myself to sit down and write, I'm not posting that. These are like not moments in my life where I'm like, let me take out a camera and film this. Because I'm so in the moment, I'm so stressed out. There's no time to film that. The thing is, like, what we are putting out there is intentional. Obviously, I'm not going to sit and struggle and tell myself, oh no, wait, I need to capture this moment. In the moment, like, I'm trying to get through what I'm getting through. When I'm posting something, there was clear intention on posting that. Like, if I know that I'm going to go to a cute cafe, or if I know I'm going to go somewhere that's really aesthetic, the plan is to post there. And also, these moments that I am posting are moments that I want you guys to see. It's parts of me. It's snippets of my life. It's not the entirety of it. There's a lot of things that you guys don't know about me. There's a lot of things that you guys don't see about me. There's a lot of things in my life that you don't get to see. And that's also changed my perspective on how I watch other people. Before, I would look at certain influences and I'd be like, wow, they have such an interesting life, or they have such a glamorous life. They have such an aesthetic. I've even had people comment on a specific video that they see. So the video is probably like 60 seconds and people already have summed up what type of person I am based on 60 seconds. I'm a 31-year-old. And you want to tell me that you've now summed me up as a person in 60 seconds. Wild. I guess like what I'm getting at is, don't take what you see at face value. And also be kind to people. Like, we don't know what is going on in that person's life. A minute video doesn't tell us who that person is. It's just a little snippet, a little highlight reel, whatever was going on in that moment. We didn't even see the entire moment. And that is also why you shouldn't compare yourself to people that you see online. you are not seeing that person's real life. You are seeing what that person chooses to show you. So when you go online and you keep seeing, oh, this person is so successful, oh, this person has what I want, oh, this person has the life that you're living, you don't know that. You like the life that they choose to show you. You like the setup that they do to post online. That's what you like. You don't actually know what that person's day-to-day looks like. And I think for me, that's what's so frustrating about social media, is how average people are comparing themselves to someone that has a studio setup, to someone that has lighting and cameras outside to take a regular picture. And we're like, why doesn't my pictures look like that? We don't have that equipment. They're not using an iPhone. They're not using a regular phone. They have equipment for this. That's their job. Their job is to make their pictures look good. Now we sit in front of our camera and we look horrible. We're like, why does my face look like that? So the lesson here was definitely that I don't sum people up based on what I see on social media, because I'm pretty sure that's not it. A lot of people has come up to me and told me that they expected me to act and behave and be a specific way, and when they met me it was entirely different. Also, if you look at my social medias, like all my accounts, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, you will see different versions of me. I probably don't look like the same person, especially because on YouTube, I'm a lot more wholesome. I'm a lot more open. I'm a lot more raw. Versus on TikTok, I'm just doing like a lot of trends. I'm just doing the captions that I thought of in the moment. But I'm using whatever's available to me on TikTok and Instagram. Versus when I'm sitting down here on YouTube, I'm actually just speaking, I'm just being. If anything, I feel like the realest version of me is actually here on YouTube. And that doesn't mean that I'm being fake on TikTok or I'm being fake on Instagram. It's just a trend that I hopped on. It's just a thought that I had. It's something that happened to me before that I'm making fun of. I think it's very difficult to get an essence of me from Instagram and TikTok versus here on YouTube. Okay, number 2, the hidden pressure of staying consistent. I have so much respect for content creators that is able to do this consistently, as in like being able to post every day on TikTok and Instagram, being able to make YouTube videos every week. It's so difficult. Even today, like it was so difficult to get myself to sit down here and start filming. And I would just get so anxious, even though it's just me. It's not anyone else here. It's just me. But I get so nervous at the fact that I need to film this. And I start thinking about like, what am I going to say? Even just sitting here, there's so much pressure on saying the right thing, being able to answer the questions that I came up with. These are things that I've learned, that I know what I'm talking about, and still I'm sitting here feeling nervous about it. And then also just knowing that you need to post, it kind of, sometimes it takes away the fun in it. So when you just post anytime, or you see something and you're like, oh, I want to make this post, it's fun, like you enjoy it. When you feel like you need to do this every day, it becomes like a job. There were times where I was telling myself, okay, you need to post. What need to post? No one is forcing me to post. I should want to post. I really had to remind myself that social media is not my job. Like, I'm not getting paid to do this. I have another job. I don't need to be putting myself under pressure or stressing about this. This should be fun. This is an outlet for me. This is like a hobby to me. This shouldn't be putting that much pressure on me, but it does. And I think it's because like you know that there are a lot of people that is going to watch it. And at first, it was a lot easier to post because not a lot of people were seeing what I was posting. So I wasn't getting a lot of criticism. Versus now, I know that there are people that's watching. And now as a content creator, I'm not a big content creator. I'm still a very small content creator. But even just the flip from being a watcher to becoming a content creator, I've seen a big shift. Like, I see why people are hesitant to post and say things. Like, people will come for you for no reason, unprovoked. It's hard, it's difficult, it's not easy, and I really commend content creators that are able to do this consistently and that's able to do this as a job, because it's a lot of work. Like, I will never ever say that creating content is easy. Social media is easy. It's not. Number 3, my For You page changed when I became a content creator. So before, when I was just watching TikToks, for example, whatever was on my For You page was fun. It was funny. It was entertaining. When you switch over to become a content creator, suddenly you just get videos of being a content creator, how to push your videos, how to hook your audience, how to make your video go viral, what you need as a content creator, what you should buy if you're a content creator, how to be consistent. It's all these things, and it actually makes you overwhelmed. Like, I really don't like the way that my For You page look. Luckily for me, I have another TikTok account on my iPad that I just used to watch. And it's so much better to sit on that TikTok than on the TikTok that I'm creating content. But also, since I've been creating content, I also see how I don't watch things in the same way. So if I'm watching something, it's not just for entertainment. It's like, how can I use this and incorporate something that I've done or learned into this? If I see a video does really well, I'll ask myself, why is this video doing really well? So not only does your For You page change, but your mindset does change as well. Because you go into content creator mode. Even when I'm outside now, usually things will just pass me by. But now I'd be like, this is content, and I would record it. Or this is content, and I take a picture. So there really is a shift between when you're watching and when you're creating. Number 4, everything feels like an ad now. I don't know about you guys, but every time I'm on TikTok, I feel like everything feels like an ad. Everything feels like they're trying to sell you something. It's not like the time that, remember when we had Vine and it was just for entertainment. It was just about being funny. It was just about us enjoying the content that was being made. These days, social media just feels like everyone is trying to sell you something. Like, consumerism is so real, and yes, I do fall into it many times. But sometimes you just want to be on TikTok, like, just for entertainment. Like, you're just there to enjoy it. And as much as I know that even TikTok Shop now it's helping a lot of people. And it's made a lot of things more convenient, especially like when it comes to getting access to certain things. But sometimes it just feels draining, like someone is always shoving something that you need or that you should buy down your throat. Okay, number 5, more views equal more negativity. And let me explain this. On the videos that I have the most views, I have received the most negative comments. And on the videos where I have very little views, I only have positive comments. So what I notice is, like, going viral is not necessarily a good thing, because it exposes you to people that you do not want to be exposed to. Like, when your video does very well, it's reaching people that are not actually interested in what you are doing. It reaches people like trolls. And the people that are leaving negative comments are people that I can tell that don't usually watch my videos. So they are not people that actually like what I'm doing. So when your videos doesn't really blow up, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I know that we are posting because we want more views, but in my opinion, when your video is exposed to more people like that, you're exposed to a lot more negativity. Versus when my video is just getting like an average amount of views, it's reaching people that actually want to see me. It's reaching people that like what I do. So the feedback is a lot better. I'm not going to lie, like, I'm really enjoying where I'm at right now with social media. So I'm a small content creator. I'm not big enough for people to come for me or attack me or criticize me. I have received it, but in small doses. It's definitely not as bad as I've seen other people experience. And that leads me into number 6. All my hate comments, negative comments, or troll comments are all from men. Now hear me out. I'm not saying all men, obviously not, because I have a lot of mutuals that are men that are very like-minded, that think like me, that I've enjoyed engaging with and interacting with. But every time I have a video blow up, I just receive negative comments from men. I've never ever once received like a negative comment from a female. I actually had one video that really blew up, and the video itself was relatable to women. So only girls would really get it or understand it or like it. And in my comment section, I had a lot of comments, and it was all women, and it was all positive. I've never ever enjoyed a comment section like that before. There was just girls in the comment section, and I loved it. There was no men there, and there was just all love. Now, I'm not saying that men are the only people that spread negativity, but in my experience, based on what I've been posting, this has been my statistics. And what it's doing now, it's actually making me want to reach out more to the female audience, just because I get a lot more positive feedback. And it's not like I'm doing this for positive feedback, because it's not even like the negativity is constructive criticism. It's just plain hate. It's just people being mean and rude for no reason. I've received criticism on my podcast before on how I can make it better. It's not always positive feedback, but it's constructive criticism. It's coming from a good place, versus these hate comments is meant to kind of kick me off a high horse, or it's meant to humble me. And I don't see why people feel the need to humble other people. It just says that you are putting that person on a pedestal, that you feel that you should kick them down. Number 7, the phenomenon of people feeling the need to comment when they don't like the video is wild to me. If I'm scrolling on TikTok and I don't like a video, I scroll. That's it. Scroll. I will never understand how you can watch a video, not like it, and then feel the need to go engage with it. What you are telling the algorithm is that you like this and you're going to keep getting it. It makes no sense. But also, what compels someone to watch something and feel the need to say something really rude or really mean? What kind of person are you that you would do something like that? You don't know how that comment is going to affect that person. It speaks volumes about the person's character, someone that would do something like that. Because there's no reason for you to feel the need to leave that negative comment. Just move on. If it's not affecting your life, why do you feel the need to infiltrate? And that is why most of the times I don't comment on negative comments. I don't engage in that energy. This person coming into my comments saying something about me says more about them than what they are saying about me. And most of the time, these people are just projecting. And all of the negative comments, the rude comments, the trolls, all of them. Okay, well, most of them. Let me say most of them, because I think there were 2 that actually had profiles. But all of them are anonymous. You don't know who this person is. You don't know how they look. You don't know what life they have. And that speaks volumes, because you obviously are brave enough to say this thing, because we can't clap back. We can't say anything. We don't see your life. We don't see how you look. We don't see who you are. So it's easy for you to do things anonymously. But if you had a profile up, if you had a picture there, would it be as easy for you to say what you just said? Probably not. That's probably why the profile is anonymous, so that they can say these things. But who are these people that is doing this? Why do you feel this need to create this profile? Just to go out and troll people? I will never understand it. And the fact that I never understand it is a good thing, because it shows me that I'm not that type of person. Okay, now the next thing that I've learned is the role of family and friends when you become a content creator. Now, when I started creating content, there was this assumption and expectation that my family and friends would be my biggest supporters. And they would be the ones that is commenting, liking, sharing, reposting. But that didn't happen. And then one day I came across this video of a guy. Now, he's a big content creator. And he was saying that it would be the people closest to you that don't support you. It would be your family and your friends. They don't like, they don't comment, they don't repost. They're not engaging with the work that you do. They know that you want to be a content creator. They know that you want to become bigger. They know what your goals are, and they're not helping you. And at that time, I was like, you know what? He's right. Like, why is my family not supporting me? Why are they not doing all these things? Like, they know that I'm starting to create content. Why are they not helping me? And I had that mindset for a while. And I think I only had like one cousin that was actually like posting, that was actually like sharing my content. And there'll be a few of them that would like comment, but I expected them to do more than that. And then I would get followers, like strangers. These people are reposting, sharing, always commenting, always engaging. Like they are here, they are like fans of what I do. And I asked myself, why is it that strangers are giving me more support than my family? But I think that the mindset that I had was not correct. Because the thing is, your family, they are following you because of you, not because of the content that you're making. They are supporting you regardless of the content that you're making. They are following you for you. The people that follow you are following you for your content. They like the content that you're making. They like watching you. They like what you have to say. That is why they engage more in your content than what your family would, because they are there for the content. It was never fair of me to expect my family members to like my content. They like me, yes, and they will support me, and they were supporting me in their own way. They were encouraging me to keep doing what I'm doing. They are liking the videos. They are commenting on the videos. They are there when things get overwhelming. They are giving me content ideas. That is how they were supporting me. Me expecting them to do more than that wasn't fair. You are creating content for people that is enjoying your content. If that is not your family members, then that's okay. If they do enjoy your content, then that's okay too. You shouldn't have such high expectations for your family to know about content creating. Because remember, I switched over also. I'm the only content creator in my family right now. They don't really know what it's like to create content. They don't really know that reposting my video helps my video. They don't really know that sharing the link helps my video. They don't really know that watching the video till the end helps my video. And I can't expect them to know that because they're not content creators. I see that my mutuals that are content creators, they get it. And we do that for each other. Like, people are going to have different roles in your life, and you can't expect them to be everything. Like, your family can't also be your following. Yes, they can be fans. Yes, they can support you. But that's why you have a following. Like, they're the ones that actually like what you have to say, what you are doing. They're the ones that are there to watch, to see. Your family wants to see you do well. Doesn't necessarily mean that they always like the content that you make, and that's okay. Okay, so number 9. I'm going to talk about the best parts of content creating for me. Something that I didn't expect to find when creating content was connecting with like-minded people. I live in China. I'm an expat, so I am surrounded by locals, and especially in the area that I live in, there's just one other foreigner. So there's 2 foreigners that lives in this area. I don't get exposed to a lot of people that speaks English, so my proximity to like-minded people is very small. So it's very difficult for me to have a circle. It's very difficult for me to make friends. But what I found was there's a lot of people online that I would probably never have met in person because of proximity that think like me, that has the same values, that has the same interest. And that's something that I didn't really think about when I started this or going into this. I never really thought that I would find like-minded people online like this. And I have a couple of mutual small creators. We are always engaging with one another's videos because we know how important that is. And that is the way that we can support one another. And just that little community that I have online, it means so much to me. And I don't think when I started this, I expected that kind of support. Because like I said before, I expected my support to come solely from my family and friends. But I've actually created like a little community online, which is nice given where I'm at and the fact that I don't really get exposed to a lot of people. Okay, number 10. What I actually love about being a content creator. When I started this, I assumed that there would come a point where I'd be tired of this, where I'd be like, okay, I'm done with this now. And don't get me wrong, like I do feel like there are days where I'm like, this is becoming a lot now and I need to take social media breaks. But what I've realized is I actually enjoy creating content. I like creating content. It's something that I'm actually enjoying. I've even liked the shift that it's caused, the way that I can find content in anything. It's made me so comfortable in front of a camera as well. Before I was very camera shy and I wouldn't want people to take a picture of me. I wouldn't want people to film me. But now I've become so comfortable with it. I'm actually asking people, can you take a picture of me? Can you record me? I think my favorite part of all of this is when you're a content creator, you are documenting your life. Like, I have so many videos now that I can go back to and I can watch and I can think about, like, where was I this time? What am I speaking about? What was happening in my life this time? And I love that. I actually enjoy documenting my life because before I wasn't doing that. So I don't even have a lot of videos before I started creating content. And that's what makes me want to keep doing this. I feel like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube is a documentary of who I am. It's something that I can go back to. So for the most part, this has been an interesting journey, but I've been enjoying it. I don't think I'll stop. I definitely like to be more consistent on YouTube. But with time, I'll get it right with time. Also, I'm busy doing my master's right now, so that has also been taking up a lot of time, and that is the reason why I don't get to post on YouTube as much, because when I post on YouTube, it's very time consuming. Like, I need to set aside a big chunk of my day to do this, and I need to think about what I'm going to talk about. So I need to think about the topics that I want to speak about. I need to think about what have I experienced. There's a lot of reflection also that goes into it. So if I do have a topic that I want to think about, I have to sit and reflect and ask myself, what have I actually learned here? What has this taught me? So it costs me a lot more mentally and emotionally to sit down and record for YouTube versus TikTok and Instagram. And then also the editing, like editing on YouTube versus editing on TikTok, a lot more. It takes a lot of time. It's really time that I have to set aside in order to do it. But I don't mind doing it. I think I'm also getting better at editing as I go along. Because editing like a long video, like on YouTube, versus editing on TikTok, it's very different. But I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. So that was some of the things that I've learned thus far. There is a lot more, but I'm trying to keep my videos a lot shorter. So if you do want a part 2 of this, let me know in the comment section. And if you are a content creator, let me know what you have struggled with or what you've enjoyed, or if you could relate to anything that I was saying in the video. So until next time, bye. Welcome back, everyone. Like a... Wow, I'm really struggling here. Thank God for editing, because otherwise...